Breast cancer is the second leading cause of cancer death among women. And throughout the month of October, we've been helping spread the word about prevention, treatment, and research. And today we're talking to a Bay Area organization that helps those recently diagnosed with products that they need after surgery. Joining me now is the executive director of the HERS Breast Cancer Foundation, Tina Fernandez-Steckler. Thank you for being here. Also, Kirsten Litz, a board member and also a cancer survivor and a HERS client. Really appreciate you both coming in. Full disclosure, I love this group. I've been working with you ladies for several years now. Tina, I know a lot about the HERS Foundation, but for people at home who aren't familiar, talk about the really important services that you provide.
Well, we have two sides of what we do. So we have our regular retail side where we can bill patients with insurance. That's all good and well. But let's say you don't have insurance, you're underserved, uninsured, low income. We have a charitable side of what we do. So for post-surgical patients, we can provide them with specialty bras, prostheses, lymphedema garments if they're experiencing that condition, and more.
Yeah, and that's really important to help a woman regain her identity, because for so many of us, you know, our hair, how we look is part of who we are. And Kirsten, I know that this is something you can relate to as someone who has gone through this.
Well, and initially when I was diagnosed, I didn't know I was going to have a mastectomy. So I didn't know that my relationship that had started 8 years ago with HERS as a volunteer, that someday I was going to be a client and a board member and need the products, and going in and getting the prosthetics and the bras and the camisoles and everything and not being charged because my insurance covered it was amazing. And you walk in and you're kind of low self-esteem, but once you have been fitted and you have those new things, it's a life-changing experience, and it's amazing.
And that's what I hear from people. I remember one woman told me, the doctors saved my life, but HERS gave me my life back. Tina, how many people do you help out there in the Bay Area?
So we serve patients from all around the Bay Area. Last year in 2017, we served over 2,600 patients.
Wow. And again, regardless if you of your financial status, if you have insurance or not. Kirsten, talk to me about the importance of being able to serve those who really have no other outlet.
Not only is the store a beautiful place to visit, which I think helps, they're friendly, and it's a warm place. So even if you can't afford it, you're not treated any differently. Everyone who walks through that door is treating the exact same way, regardless of who you are and whether you're insured or not. And that, I think, is priceless. Yeah,
I would totally agree. And right now, folks at home are looking at some pictures from this hugely successful event that I helped you guys with, the event, the Run and Walk at Quarry Lakes in Fremont a couple of weeks ago. So many people coming out. I saw a lot of new faces. I saw a lot of familiar faces. Tina, you really exceeded turnout this year.
We did. We had nearly 500 participants, which is an increase from last year, and we also raised nearly $90,000, which is a nearly $22,000 increase from last year. So
wow,
that's huge.
That is. So what will that money allow you to do?
Those funds will support our assistance program. So as I mentioned before, for underserved patients, they can come to us. They can be provided with whatever it is that they need post-surgically, as far as garments, prostheses, wigs, whatever it is that they need.
Yeah.
That's where the funds will
And I think before I actually became familiar with this, I didn't really know where women went. Did they go to a department store? And then if you think about that, the ladies at the department store don't really know how to be compassionate with someone who's just going through something like this. And Kirsten, that's where HERS really makes a big difference.
It does. And for me, when I started helping out as a volunteer, I never expected to be diagnosed. And so going back through the doors and being there as a client and seeing that side of the business, even though I knew the women and it was an amazing experience. I still visit many times a month being a board member, but I've also gone back to ask for advice, because even though I did have reconstruction, you're not the same as you were before. And so you need special bras and prosthetic bras and camisoles and things like that to help you look normal again.
Yeah, and HERS really does go a long way in renewing that self-esteem and helping women feel like women again. Tina and Kirsten, thank you so much for being here. I know you have a big gala coming up in May, so if you would like more information about that, be sure to head over to the HERS Breast Cancer Foundation website. Again, ladies, really appreciate it, and thanks for spreading the word during Breast Cancer Awareness Month this October.
Thanks.
Mark?